be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, you know they know I'm hot. I be beaming.
What's up? What's going on, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. Pull up a seat. Hope you enjoyed the content. And before we get into this video, I want to ask that you like, comment, share, subscribe. Go ahead and tap that bell while you're at it so you're notified anytime I drop a brand new video, go live, or schedule a premiere. All right, y'all. So I'm back with another mukbang, and today I'm eating Chipotle. I have a pollo asado salad. So it's a new type of chicken on their menu. Yeah, I'll let you know what's inside of my bowl. I got some sauces off to the side, so I'm gonna let you know about all of that too. I want to taste the chicken first. Like I said, it's new on their menu, and I'm curious what it tastes like. The chicken is tender. It has like some guajillo peppers on it, lime, cilantro, garlic. I mean, look, it's tender, but nothing to write home about. I need a little more flavor. I'm not gonna lie, I always have my seasonings off to the side, y'all, just in case something don't taste that great. Or I need a little oomph, or let me say, because it's not nasty, but I need a little more flavor. So I'm about to go ahead and add some of my seasoning, y'all. Jalapeno garlic pepper, definitely going on here. Put a little bit of that. And I'm gonna add a little Cajun lemon pepper too. Y'all, I've been tearing this Cajun lemon pepper up lately. I've been putting it on everything. And if anybody is wondering, y'all, I'm really about to be restocked, I promise. I thought it was gonna be by the end of this month, but it's gonna be the top of May. I'm finally gonna be bringing the, I have my all-purpose seasoning coming as well. I'm out of it right now, my damn self. I had a couple of samples of it, but I'm out of it because we've been using it like crazy around here. But yeah, it's coming, I promise. So look, I would say sign up for the newsletter. The link is in the description box below if you want to be the first to be notified when it's back. All right, when I'm restocked. I got some hot sauce. Let me see what that tastes like with the extra seasoning. Yes, and that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I needed. I needed a little zing, and I got it. A little hot sauce. I also got the salad dressing off to the side right here too. Every time I get a salad at Chipotle, they always forget to give me the dressing, or I forget to ask, whatever. I like rarely do I have the dressing, and I think the person, we talk about it, but I somehow don't end up with it. So I don't know. Anyways, a little dressing. And this is the only meal that I'm eating today, y'all. I done put in a lot of, I done worked out a lot today. I did step aerobics today, and I done burned all the calories. So I allowed myself to have some chips as well. Chips are not a bad thing. I'm just saying that I did, you know, whatever I wanted, I got from Chipotle. And, but it's gonna be my only meal, one meal today. All of that together, the hot sauce, the dressing, the extra seasoning. Yes. I love flavor so much. So I have the chicken I was telling y'all about. There's lettuce, mild salsa, a little bit of brown rice, a little bit of black beans, cheese, and that's it. These are actually chips that we had at the house because the last couple times I had Chipotle chips, they were salty. Like too salty for my liking. Let me get y'all some food. Because if my mama was here, she would get on me. Chip for y'all. Let me give y'all a big bite. Lots of protein in this bite. I'm so happy to be eating. We went hard this morning. Shout out to Mom. Mom been, you know, we did our step aerobics today. And it's just so good to see her out there moving, you know what I'm saying? Doing her thing. Shout out to Tanya from Get to Stepping. She ain't no joke, y'all, okay? So what's up, y'all? How the week, man? How y'all feeling? What's going on? All right, y'all. So I have some good news to share. So my podcast is back. Rhonda's Rehab has relaunched, and it is back, okay? I'm back dropping episodes every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So many of y'all have been showing me love, been asking about it. When is it coming back? Why did you get rid of it? So it's back. I missed it like crazy. Y'all missed it, so it's back. I don't know. I stopped doing it because I felt like the hardest part of my healing was done. But as time has gone on, you know, I realized that the healing process never stops. So there's still a ton of things I need to work on or, you know, kind of like rediscover or revisit. And I still have much more to share, you know what I'm saying? And there might even be, you know, some instances where, you know, y'all share some information with me that I share on the podcast that can help somebody else. So, you know, I want to get back into that space. So it's back. So Rhonda's Rehab, y'all click the link below. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen, basically is where it is. This week I talked about communication, specifically having hard conversations. Like that's a really big part of romantic relationships, family relationships, platonic relationships, being able to have those hard conversations. So I really talk about that and some of my own experiences too. So if that's something that you feel like you need to hear, please listen. All right. So I got a viewer topic this week, y'all. And it's a pretty good one too. So stick around. So I want y'all 2 cents. I love to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all always have some great feedback, insight. You know, some of y'all speak from personal experience on a lot of these topics. So I definitely want y'all to chime in. But before I get into that, I was thinking about travel compatibility. Like, how do y'all determine if you can travel with somebody? Be it your significant other, your siblings, your parents, your friends, god brother, god sister, aunties, uncles, coworker, whoever. How do you determine travel compatibility? I started traveling pretty late in the game. Like 35, I really got serious about traveling. And for the most part, I've had some really good experiences, but one thing is for sure, you can't travel with everybody because people have different budgets, different expectations. Some people want to party the whole time. Some want R&R, they want to relax the whole time. So I think that you really have to understand like what you're getting yourself into. I feel like if you have a bad enough travel experience, it can put a strain on the relationship forever. So I'm curious, like, what do you do? Like, I saw somebody on Twitter talking about how, you know, before they travel with anybody, because travel was like so sacred and important to them, what they do is that they actually take like a road trip, you know what I'm saying, with the person that they might travel with to see how things go. And they go away for a weekend to see, you know, get a feel for them. So I'm like, that's a good idea. I think that's something that I might incorporate going forward. Because again, I haven't had a whole lot of bad experiences, but I've had a couple where we just went on the same page. Like I've been on a trip where, you know, somebody that I was with, we all were in an Airbnb and the person just wasn't contributing to the house. You know what I'm saying? Like we all decided as a unit that we were going to like buy groceries together, cook together, that kind of thing, right? And this person wasn't contributing to the groceries. They weren't cooking. They were not cleaning and did not feel bad about it. And I'm like, how can you be amongst a group like this and be comfortable not doing nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it was the agreement that we all talked about, that everybody said they were cool with. That just made things uncomfortable. And, you know, you don't want to have that kind of conversation and, like, you know, be at odds with anybody while y'all traveling. You know what I'm saying? So luckily we weren't traveling that far. It was more of a staycation, but still, like, I don't know, it was just weird. And then trying to figure out who was going to be the person to talk to her, when were we going to talk to the person, sit them down and, you know, let them know, like, hey, this is not cool. Like, anyway, it was just a whole lot. So yeah, travel compatibility. Let me know, y'all, how do you figure out, you know, that you actually want to travel with people? You know, like, I'm pretty sure there may be a ton of things that I might, you know, to consider. But for me, I think, like, going forward, as I have, like, build new relationships and stuff, or begin to travel with people I haven't traveled with before, I think I would love to do, like, a road trip or, like, a weekend getaway or something to see how they get down. I also had an instance, too, when we all were staying like an Airbnb, and it was somebody on a trip that wanted to get up early in the morning and felt like everybody should get up early in the morning. And I'm like, hold up, like, people got different things going on. Because I don't feel like, you know, there might be like excursions and stuff planned, but I never feel like everybody has to do everything together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might want to go off and do your own thing. But for damn sure, don't be waking nobody up at 7 o'clock in the morning if that's not what they on. You know, like, if you an early bird, cool, but you can't project that onto other people. So, like I said, y'all really got to know what you're getting yourself into, because that can put a strain on the relationship. That's what I think. Well, all right, y'all, it is now time to go ahead and get into the viewer topic. And before I do, if you want some advice, you want my opinion about something, you want the GP fam to chime in about something that you're going through, go ahead and send me an email at rondasrealtalk@gmail.com, or you can also hit me on Instagram at rondasrealtalk. All right, so this one says, hey, Rhonda, first off, we're best friends in my head. Hey, best friend. She says, I'm reaching out because I need your help, in all caps. I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years. He's 35 and I'm 32 years old. We have great careers, recently bought a house, and love the hell out of one another. The other day he came to me and told me that he no longer wants to start a family. We agreed that we'd have at least 2 children. He's afraid he doesn't have what it takes to be a good father since his dad wasn't around. If he doesn't want a family, I'll have to end this relationship ASAP. The idea of that is devastating. Please tell me what I should do. There's also a PS, y'all. It says, PS, we broke up for 4 months and he had a pregnancy scare with this girl he used to work with. He was straight up about it when we decided to give it another try. I've never gotten over the fact that a random woman almost had something that he might not ever give me. Love, serenity. All right, so it sounds like there's a lot to unpack here, in my opinion, but I'm going to start with this. It sounds like y'all communicate very well. Like, the fact that he was straight up with you about the pregnancy scare while you guys were on a break. And also the fact that he came to you with the fact that he doesn't want a family anymore. You know, sometimes people sit on that kind of stuff and aren't comfortable enough, you know, to address that their feelings have changed. And I also want to add that I think that all of us have the right to change our mind. You know, if you don't want to get married any longer, if you don't want to have kids, if you don't want to live in a certain city, I think that we all have the right to change our mind. Even if it's something that you've been, you know, going hard for the last 4 or 5 years, you have the right to change your mind. Like, certain things you experience in life can be like, hey, damn, like, I don't want to have kids anymore. I've changed my mind. You know, everybody has that right. Now, I will say this is that I think that y'all could benefit from therapy, though, because maybe him changing his mind is really just attached to his father, the abandonment part. Like, he doesn't want to repeat that cycle. And maybe talking to a therapist can help him get through, you know, some trauma or things that he has experienced, you know. So maybe that you guys will benefit from that. Maybe some individual therapy, couples therapy might be great as well. And I say couples therapy too because it sounds like you still need to talk through that pregnancy scare that he had. You know, you're still attached to the fact that he, you know, almost got another woman pregnant. And I don't know what your stipulations were when you guys were on a break. You know, some people are okay with, it's like everything kind of goes while they're on a break, which means having sex with other people. I don't know if that was the agreement or not. And maybe that was the agreement, but maybe you weren't thinking, obviously the pregnancy part of it really shakes things up. So, and just the idea of a woman having something that, you know, you might not have, you know, that she almost had that. So I get it. So I think y'all can benefit from therapy. But it seems like you have a pretty good foundation. You know, I'm glad that he came to you and expressed his concerns about, you know, changing his mind about having a family. But maybe y'all, you will be able to get back to a good place of him feeling like that he has what it takes to be a great father. If you guys give therapy a chance, I think that's a good option. That's what I would do in this situation. I would definitely sign up for couples therapy, some individual therapy as well, if you're not already going, and just see if y'all can get back on the same page, because the relationship doesn't seem like it's worth throwing away. Y'all bought a house together. It seems like y'all get along great. You said you love the hell out of each other. I don't know. You guys seem like you have a pretty good foundation, and that you guys can continue to build and get past this potentially. And I don't know if he goes to therapy or decides not to, but it's just like, hey, this is where I am about it. I don't want to have a family. Do you feel like that you might be able to have some flexibility with that? Or is, having children a non-negotiable for you? Because again, people do have the right to change their mind. It does happen. But if that's something that's a non-negotiable for you, I can understand, you leaving the relationship if you guys can't move past it. But maybe there's something else you can consider. Maybe you guys get, I don't know, pets, dogs, I don't know, something else, that could be your baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you have nieces and nephews, if you have godchildren, maybe they start to come over the house more. You spend more time with them and get closer with them and have them in the house to it doesn't make up for the fact, I don't think, of, you wanting to be a mom, but maybe having them around could help if you decide not to have children. But I just hope that you guys can come to some type of conclusion. Do decide to do some type of work together to figure out if there is any wiggle room in any of this. And also that you're able to get past the pregnancy scare, because you guys are back together, and, it sounds like you guys are moving in the right direction, but, this situation has kind of reared its head. So I wish y'all the best. If you remember, give us an update, let us know what happens. And I just wish y'all the best. I wish y'all plenty of love and happiness, whether it's together or whether it's apart. That's the thing about it. Things do come to an end, and that could be a possibility here. So, which also makes it complicated too, because y'all just bought a house. So that's tough. That becomes a thing within itself. You know what I mean? So anyway, to the GP fam, y'all, please chime in, give Serenity some words of encouragement. Give her some advice. What do you think she should do? How would you handle it? Have you been in a situation like this before? And again, y'all check out my podcast, Rhonda's Rehab. I talk a lot about having hard conversations, and their significance in our relationships that we have. So just the role that they play. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I appreciate y'all watching. I will meet you in the comments. Make the best of the day, y'all. Be good to yourself. Peace.
I be beaming, I be booming down that block. Everywhere you go, they know I'm hot.